Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan tracked the fleeing swordsmiths to this very location. Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here where they encountered the culprit who framed the Kaedehara clan and the Raiden Gokaden. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I finally decided to disclose the matter. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
it was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kuni Kuzushi." He then turned and left.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
Yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kuni Kuzushi. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened, because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, to protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Isshin art. But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children and grandchildren." Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram all those years ago, perhaps my great-grandfather would have told him the truth. Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here. What are your thoughts?
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not an ordinary enemy. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kuni Kuzushi. Rest assured, we will act cautiously.
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. But now I've managed to calm myself. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things of the past. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito. Today is the final stage of the Irodori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll through the festival venue. Maybe we'll find everyone there.
Hello, traveler.
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then. I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions. Is that so? Anyway, there is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
Well, hello everyone.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
Is that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Ugh, forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never let us know.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you. Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem
Shincho, just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken. Though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret. Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuranushi's portrait.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Irodori festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so at long last, I can take a break today.
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his wallet at home, so he asked Toma to go back and fetch it for him.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever put his duties to the side and relax. So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never really to my liking. I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you, but please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuses. Look, see this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. Instead, all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding against possible intruders. But now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma's already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow the wind as they please.
It's time for the portraits unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the Five Casa Plaza.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Irodori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival, and now we will reveal the final portrait of the Five Kasen, Kuranushi, which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1... Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background. I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the Five Kasen, fairy figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became the subjects of many stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuranushi is the deepest and most differing of the Five Kasen. Moreover, Kuranushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the Five Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuranushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Irodori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Irodori Festival have come to a close. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the Five Kasen for us to find. Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon! Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time. Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, The real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this. Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the Five Kasen! But don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Huh. Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Huh? So it was Miko after all! Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the Five Kasen to guide you to the Kaidahara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do. Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink, the kind that would only appear when exposed to water. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha. The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, this obligation fell on my shoulders. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. I had to confirm whether Kazuha has both the will and ability to be privy to the truth. Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, but maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, the truth would only become a burden to him. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question eventually. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble. Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future. You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you? The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right? It's the Balladeer! So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. I wish to tell you of that incident now. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku Decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo-Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaedahara clan.
You mean he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess. After he checked the Kaedahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment of the flower pot, I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question. Which part of Kaedahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected? I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Irodori Festival.
So many complaints. What should I do? Are you the traveler who my superior said? You came at the perfect time. We're facing a small problem here. As you know, the Irodori Festival is underway. In addition to all the things on sale, there's a lot of free entertainment programs available. But today, we received numerous complaints that a group of people have been hogging the Tanuki photo board. They won't leave so no one else gets to use it. What a headache. Well, we tried talking to them, but the original point of these entertainment facilities was to let people freely enjoy the festival. So in principle, it's open to everyone. And there's no time limit on usage. This means that as long as they haven't done anything technically illegal, even if they keep hogging it, there is nothing we can do. So, can you try negotiating with them? If these complaints can't be resolved and Madame Kujo finds out, I'll lose my bonus this month for sure.
Hogging a photo board, huh? We know who would do something like that. Should we go and have a look?
Thank you so much. You'll find them by the Tanuki photo board just east of the square.
My experiment.
Look! Well, if it isn't Arataki Ito and his gang. I knew it was gonna be them. Let's go and see what all this is about.
Hey, traveler, Paimon, what's happening? Oh, you came here for the Irodori Festival too? Oh, see, I knew it! Great minds think alike, huh?
You're such a child. We're here to take care of a little problem.
Yo, right. Yeah, well, who's got a problem? The Arataki gang considers it our born duty to help those in need. Wait, huh?
The Arataki gang is the problem. The Tenryu Commission said you guys have been hogging the photo board and nobody else has had a chance to use it.
Oh, well, no, we haven't. It's kind of a long story. Hey, Mamoru, you're up. Explain the situation to these good people.
Yes, boss. The story starts 2 months ago, when we first found out about the Irodori Festival. As everyone knows, this is a festival all about showcasing culture, with books on all kinds of topics on display and for sale. Our boss is very forward-thinking. He thought we should seize this golden opportunity to publish some material introducing the Arataki gang and help craft a glorious public image.
He also said we can make some money out of it to support ourselves.
Well, that wasn't the main reason, obviously.
Of course that was your main reason.
At first, we had plenty of time. In 2 months, boss planned to write 60 pages.
But 1 month in, and he'd written a grand total of 1 line.
Well, I mean, come on, you gotta make sure the quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
So we cut some of the planned content, and figured it would still be fine if we could put out 20 pages in the next month.
But the day after that, the boss got a hold of this card game called Genius Invocation TC.
What you were writing about.
So then we only had 2 weeks left. No way was that going to be enough time to publish a book. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead. That way we'd only need to think of a slogan.
That makes more sense. It shouldn't take too long to think of a slogan, right?
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. We came up with 30 slogans between us in just half a day.
But 30 was too many, and we couldn't agree with each other on which one to use. It took us a week to make the final decision.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the printing, because there was so little time left.
And we couldn't afford it.
You gotta take it slow if you want to do something well. Pay an express fee and they're gonna do a rush job, and then there's gonna be all sorts of problems. The Arataki gang only puts out the very best into the world. That is why I decided to give up on that project. Yep, well said. You gotta do what keeps you happy. Same goes for humans and Oni alike. And it's not every day that you get to go to an Irodori festival, right? So priority number 1 right now is enjoying ourselves to the max.
And the way you chose to enjoy yourselves was to commandeer a novelty photo board?
So at first, boss brought us here to buy some drinks. He said there was some sort of Irodori Festival limited edition soft drink available.
That's right. This ain't no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation of Sailing Breeze and Yai Publishing House, as featured in the popular novel Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
What?
But when we got to the festival, the staff wouldn't let us in because of our unusual outfits. They said we had to show up looking like our normal selves before they'd let us in.
We'd invested a lot of time and money into the way we looked. And then they accused us of spoiling the image of the city.
One thing led to another, and by the time we finally got to Sailing Breeze's booth, all the drinks were sold out. We were pretty disappointed, but there was nothing we could do. Then we saw this photo board on the way back. Boss said we can't let the trip go to waste, so...
So you decided to take over the whole area for your own use?
I beg to differ. It's public property. We didn't commandeer anything. We're just making sure public resources get used to the max.
Yeah, boss is right. We're the ones making the most out of this thing.
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste. That's our policy in the Arataki gang, and we're out here making sure this photo board gets the most out of its lifespan too.
Oh, brother, what a noble cause.
But we spent so much money on our appearance. We only had enough left for 1 of those drinks. We don't have anywhere near enough to buy books.
Well, you can't just take over this photo board for yourself because it's free and you don't have any money. Other people have the right to use it too.
I guess when you put it like that, I can kind of see where you're coming from.
So come on, let someone else have their turn already.
But you know full well that the Arataki gang has a reputation to uphold. If I say I'm gonna make the most out of this board, then I have to live up to my words. If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against our word. A gang's gotta have integrity, or it does huge damage to your prestige. That being said, we won't have to worry about any of that if we can settle this the Arataki way.
The Arataki way, huh? Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
So I, Arataki numero uno Ito, challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel. If you win, I will leave this board alone. Oh, beetle fighting is an awesome idea! Just so happens I caught myself a true beast of an Oni Kabuto the other day. I call it Demon of Darkness. Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me today, so...
Well, that's a relief.
So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Wow, this is a tough nut to crack. Let me think for a second.
Hey, look! Isn't that Toma? Guess he's here for the festival too. Why don't we ask Toma how to do this duel? Paimon bets he'll have tons of ideas. Toma! Toma! Over here!
Hey, Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise meeting you guys here. Well, I heard that a certain well-known individual had made an appearance at the festival and taken quite a liking to the Tanuki photo board. Since the Yashiro Commission is the host of this festival, I felt I simply had to come and meet them in person. Red horns. If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed Arataki Ito, leader of the widely renowned Arataki gang. Is that right?
Toma, my bro, your eyes do not deceive you. And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know?
Well, I'm flattered, Ito. And it's nice to meet you too, bro.
Whoa. There's a serious bromance developing here.
I didn't expect to run into both Ito and the Traveler here. Speaking of which, I kind of count as the host here, so is anything wrong? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
It's all Ito. He wants to...
No, it's no big deal. We were just about to have a duel, and we're trying to think of what format it should take.
Oh, a duel. In that case, I have a suggestion. Since your duel is taking place at the Irodori Festival, why don't you have a volunteering competition? Then you can both do your part for the Irodori Festival while settling your duel at the same time. What do you think?
Volunteering competition? It sounds a little low-key. Not quite hardcore enough for the Arataki gang. I give this idea an interest rating of 2 points. One for the Traveler, one for Toma.
Boss means, 2 points out of 100.
Yeah, this job isn't the most high stakes, that's for sure. It just takes a little patience and responsibility. Also, since it's volunteering, by definition, there's no remuneration. All you'll get is this special edition drink from Sailing Breeze, as a small token of appreciation. On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the prestigious Arataki gang. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wait a sec. What was that part about the, token of appreciation?
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yae Publishing House and Sailing Breeze. It's really nothing special.
Boss, that's the one! If we take this gig, we'll get that drink!
Oh, so, Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Maybe I didn't explain properly. When I said 2 points, that's out of a total of 2. If there's one thing the Arataki gang is known for, I kid you not, it's our patience and responsibility. It's an awesome idea, totally hardcore, practically tailor-made just for me. Traveler, let's do this for our duel, huh? It'll be amazing! Whoever volunteers the hardest wins. What do you think?
You didn't seem too interested in it just a second ago.
Hey, this is the mighty Arataki, above all bold-blooded Ito you're talking to here. I'ma say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
AKA doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take the role of your judge. The volunteer work is simple. You just need to give your help to people who need it during the festival. I will assign some job requests that I've already received to you. If you're ready, we can begin.
Let's see. Okay, our first job is to help a busy vendor.
Are you the volunteer? As you can see, I've just been so... Can you help me clean up the... You're finished already? You're wonderful people.
Let's see. Our next job is to help...
Hey!
Hey, Kajira!
I'm not playing it. I heard they were split. Can you help me?
So...
Great! Thanks, ma...
Okay, one last job. We need to help move some goods at the port. Let's go!
Are you the festival Great. But I have to get all... Can you please help me take...
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks.
You must be the volunteer. You must be tired. I heard the soy milk is actually one of the, in fact, the...
What? So Sailing Breeze's special drink has soy milk in it? Ito won't be able to drink that! Hurry! We've got to get to Sailing Breeze before he does!
What took you so long? I've been here ages. Completed my tasks a long time ago. So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game, no one volunteers harder than Arataki Ito. You lose, I win, and to the victor go the special edition spoils. Behold, the Drink of Champions, created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yai Publishing House, and as featured in the popular work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji? Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Drink of Champions, it's time to come home. Woo! That's the good stuff! That was a mighty fine drink. Although, maybe it was past its prime.
Boss, they said they think there might be, beans in the drink.
Huh?
Ah! The boss is down! The boss is down!
Quick, get him to a doctor!
What's wrong? Can't Arataki Ito drink soy products?
He's allergic to bean!
Oh, my goodness. Okay, quick, grab Ito and follow me. I'll get a doctor. I sure hope it's not too serious. I'm sorry. I didn't even consider this possible. It was all my fault. Leave Ito to me. I'll make sure he stands again. Don't worry. I'll see you later.
So, your friend is allergic to beans. It's a very rare condition, though I have heard about it. I'm so sorry that our drink caused such a problem. I feel terrible. If you don't mind, please take this. This is a special drink formula with no soy milk. I could see that your friend enjoyed this drink a lot. Although it tastes slightly different without the soy milk, I'm sure this version will be more suitable for your friend. Please accept it, along with our sincere apologies. Welcome home, almighty shakes. Drinks!
It's my lucky day! My blade!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next?
I'm here.
Okay, guys. To those who have watched, sorry about the inconvenience about the Wi-Fi. And yeah, I think I see you guys on Thursday for Fun Day. I'll see you guys after the special announcement board has appeared. Hang on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the finale of the Hues of the Violet Garden. Although I'll do the other two by posting a video about it. And yeah, also this special announcement, I am opening a Discord server, which is a school theme. So basically, I'm the principal at that server. If you guys want to help me to build that server, please message me. My Discord is at the description box below. You can add me there, and I'll and I'll tell you my progress. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on Fun Day Live!